Hello, it's Dr. Rhonda Johnson. Today is Friday, February 24th, 2023, and today I'm talking about colorectal cancer risk. One of my YouTube viewers asked me to speak on this topic, and as you know, I've been spending some time this month talking about cancer prevention and cancer risk, and I hope you'll go back and watch those videos because, again, cancer screening and cancer prevention took a backseat in the pandemic, and our rates of screening for many cancers remain below pre-pandemic levels. Now let's do a basic anatomy quick review. What is the colon? It's another term for the large intestines. Its job is to absorb water, nutrients, electrolytes, make stool and move it along to the rectum where it's stored. Now it's home to the gut microbiome, which is a vast population of bacteria, fungi, and viruses. Now the rectum connects the colon to the anus. Its job is to receive the stool from the colon and store it and let you know when it's time to be evacuated. Now, quick statistics. Colorectal cancer is the fourth most commonly diagnosed cancer in the United States. It's the second leading cause of cancer deaths in the United States. Now, according to the Colorectal Cancer Alliance website, 1 in 24 people in the United States will get colorectal cancer in their lifetime. Now, I do want to say that colorectal cancer incidence and prevalence is not the same across the world. There are many countries that have extremely low rates of colorectal cancer. That includes many countries in Africa and India. And why that is so, we're not really sure. Researchers are looking at that. Now, here's a sad fact for Black History Month. Colorectal cancer death rates are 35% higher for African Americans. And in general, across the board, younger onset colorectal cancer is on the rise in the United States for reasons which aren't known. So what are some risk factors? Now recall, risk factor is anything that increases your chance of getting a disease. Having the risk factors doesn't guarantee that you're going to get cancer. Now there are non-modifiable risk factors, things you can't do anything about, such as your age, your family history, your genes, and your racial and ethnic background. Now, speaking of race and ethnic background, you may know that American Indian, Alaska Native people have the highest colon cancer incidence and mortality rates of all groups here in the United States. And Ashkenazi Jews have one of the highest colorectal cancer risk of any ethnic group in the world. Now, there's no way to completely prevent cancer, but there are things you can do to lower your risk. So what are some risk factors for colorectal cancer that are modifiable? Being overweight or obese, not being physically active, consuming a diet that is high in red meats and processed meats, cooking meats at a high temperature, such as by broiling or charcoal grilling or frying. These create chemicals that might raise your cancer risk. Now, you already know from my other videos that smoking and heavy drinking, alcohol, bad news, folks, just bad news. You want to avoid that. So what are some common symptoms? Well, many people with colorectal cancer don't have symptoms, but symptoms that some people have are a change in their bowel habits, blood in or on their stool, persistent abdominal discomfort such as gas, bloating, cramping, or pain, or a decrease in appetite, weakness, or unexplained weight loss. So, how do you lower your risk for colorectal cancer? Well, you can help lower your risk of cancer by making healthy eating choices, such as increasing your fiber intake, eating more fruits and vegetables, eating less processed foods, choosing poultry and fish over red meat when it's possible, and of course, ditching the smoking and the drinking. Now, it's also very important to be screened because early detection can save lives. Now, most people should be screened for colorectal cancer starting at age 45. Some people need to be screened earlier if they have a high-risk family history. So talk to your doctor about what screening tests. There are several screening tests for colorectal cancer. Find out which one is best for you now, and I hope you'll be screened. And if you're not eligible for screening because you're under 45, talk to your loved ones, talk to your parents, your friends, etc., and ask them, have they been screened for colorectal cancer? That's my message today. As always, be safe. Take care, folks.